already one person in here. How's it going? If you can, please like this video. It really helps out if you like the video. I think I'm actually all prepared today. I've got all my supplies ready, and I am super excited to get this painting done today. I think today will be the day it gets finished. But I need to pull up my chat real quick on my computer so I can see what is going on. I hope everyone's doing well. I can't believe it's already Wednesday. This week has just been, it's been flying by so quickly. But yeah, if anybody is just popping in and you're not sure what you're looking at, thanks for the thumbs up, whoever thumbs that up. I am working on a glitch effect painting today. I started this yesterday on stream, and today I'm going to add the actual glitchy part. Hey Sherry, how's it going? Good to see you. I hope you're doing well. How's the art stuff going today? I'm just getting started here, trying to get my chat pulled up. But I hope you're doing well. It's nice to see ya. Always good to see ya. Trying to get this chat pulled up. Okay, but yeah, I'm working on a glitch effect painting today, and today I'm going to be adding the whole glitch part of it, which involves adding some blue lines to one side and some red and yellow lines to the other side. So let's see how this goes. This is my first time ever trying to do this effect. I just kept seeing people, I kept seeing this like glitch painting thing going on. So I wanted to give it a try, you know. There we go. Oh, well, thank you. I really appreciate that. It's so nice of you. I'm so glad that you told me about how Canva has like that website builder part of it, because yeah, I had no idea. Hey Lorena, how's it going? Welcome in. I'm Yaz. It's nice to meet ya. I hope you're having a good day. Do you make art as well? I'm working on a glitch painting today. I just noticed there was a couple of areas in here that needed to be touched up a little bit, some of this black. Has anybody out there ever seen this glitch painting thing that I'm creating today? I'm going to be making a tutorial on it, which will be coming out next Tuesday. But I just needed to touch up. I've seen some little areas in here that are not quite black enough. Hey Lily, how are you doing? You make art too, Lorena? That's cool. What kind of art do you like to make? I'm so thankful to have everybody here today. I'm in a much better mood today than I was yesterday, to be honest, when I was streaming. But you know, that's just part of the human experience, right? You're not always gonna feel great, but what defines your character is how you react in those moments of feeling low. You know what I mean? But yeah, I'm so glad that you told me about the Canva website builder thing, Sherry, because I want to make my own website. So I'll have a spot for all of my links to go. I think that would be really fun. Just trying to cover up some of these areas a little bit more, and then I'm going to move on to the next step of this glitch effect piece. But it's just some of these areas, I can tell when my paint pen was starting to die on me yesterday, because there's just these little white speckles in here that need to be touched up a bit. But yeah, I'm kind of thinking that I want to make like another one of these, but like paint something on top of it. So I'm probably going to do that. You don't know what you want? You mean you don't know what kind of art that you want to make, or what do you mean by that, Lorena? And if you're watching, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. I would really appreciate your support. I go live on YouTube 3 days a week, Tuesday through Thursdays, at this exact same time every week. So if you're into watching art and crafts, and I do all kinds of different things. I do painting, I do crafting. I really hope to inspire people who don't make art to get in touch with the creative side. So I make a bunch of do-it-yourself tutorials and that kind of stuff, you know what I mean? Hey Fatima, welcome in. Nice to see you. Thank you so much. I don't know if you would like me to call you Sherry, or shall I call you Ha Creative Mystics? What shall I call you while we are here, Sherry? But yeah, one of my good friends, Sherry, is here in the chat, and her name is Ha Creative Mystics. Is the name of her channel. She also makes art and does cooking and does all kinds of fun things on her channel. So make sure you go check her channel out too and subscribe to her. She's trying to build up her channel, y'all, and if we can help support, you know, another content creator, then we should, I think, you know. But yeah, I think this is ready to go. And now I'm just kind of got to wait for this paint to dry. Oh, I guess it is dry. Well, shoot, now that I went over it a little bit, it got all streaky on me. I'm going to have to like go over I thought I could just go over the parts that needed to be retouched, but it looks like I'm going to have to just redo the whole circle. Because it's going to look, not circle, the whole shape. Otherwise it's going to look kind of funny. Let me do that real quick. Okay, I gotcha, Sherry. Well, I'm so happy that you could pop in today. Did you get a chance to work on some art on your art making Wednesday here? I spent the whole morning working on adding stuff to my Amazon storefront. So I just got approved as an Amazon influencer, and so that means I get to have my own storefront. So I've been working on adding products to my storefront that I actually use. So if anyone's ever curious about the supplies I'm using and you want to try them out for yourself, I'm going to have an Amazon storefront with all the things that I use. I'm not really ready to publish the link to it yet because I'm still adding stuff, but by next week, it'll definitely be ready and live if anyone is wanting to check it out. But yeah, where is everybody watching from today? I always love to ask that question because I want to see where is the farthest place in the world that my stream has made it. I'm here in California, and on past streams, we've made it all the way to India, Pakistan, the Philippines, Germany, France, Italy. We're going international around here, y'all. It's an exciting time to be a content creator, I think. Oh, thanks, Lorena. That's very nice of you to say. I appreciate that. So you don't know what kind of art you want to get into, Lorena? I'm really into acrylic painting, so I have some tutorials on my channel for people who are just getting into painting. I've made some tutorials on acrylic painting, and I've made some crafting tutorials. I just really hope to inspire people to get in touch with that creative side, because I really believe everybody is an artist. It's just a matter of getting in touch with that creative side, you know what I mean? Yeah, if you're just popping in, please give this video a like. And if anybody would like to connect with me outside of YouTube, I've got Instagram, Facebook, Threads, and all the links to my socials are in the chat if anybody wants to go check out any of those. I've got a bunch of art on Instagram if you're curious about what kind of art that I make. But yeah, I love to do mixed media art. I love to paint. Sometimes I'll play with clay. Really anything creative. Any kind of creative thing that I can do, I'm down for it. Oh, you're making origami. Oh, that's awesome, Sherry. I was just talking with someone yesterday on stream who was getting into origami. That is so cool. I have an origami crane in my art studio. Somebody gifted it to me a long time ago at an art show. A fellow artist gave it to me, and so I have a little origami crane in my art studio watching over me as I do my creative stuff. I wish I could figure out origami. It's just one like medium my brain cannot wrap around for some reason. I don't know why. But thank you so much. Thank you, Sherry. I was so excited about that. I wasn't sure if they were going to approve me or whatever, but they did. So I was like, woohoo. Also, oh, okay, out in New Jersey? That's cool, Sherry. How do you like Jersey? If somebody was visiting New Jersey and they could only visit one place, where would you suggest that they go and check out? I'm curious. I've never been to the East Coast, but I do have a really good friend of mine that I game with. I've known him for almost 10 years now. We just met online gaming, and he lives out in Jersey. But yeah, I wouldn't mind going and checking out Jersey and seeing what it's like out there. I'm just trying to touch up some of this black. Some of these little areas needed another layer of black paint, so that's what I'm doing here real quick. And then we'll get to the fun part of making this look super glitchy. But thank you so much, Lorena. It's very nice of you to say. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. So do you watch a lot of art streams, Lorena? Or what kind of content do you mostly like to watch on YouTube? I like to watch art videos, of course. I love to watch reaction videos a lot. And one of my most favorite YouTube channels is called Josh and Mama. And it's a channel that belongs to this son and mom duo. And they do like cooking videos. They do review videos, like they'll go to fast food places and do reviews of different items, like not just fast food, but food places. And I just love their content. They're from the South, and they have these amazing Southern accents. And they're just very wholesome, sweet people. So I really like to watch them. They're just such good vibes, you know? I like that. It helps you be with the present. Helps me with being... I gotcha. I love that. That's awesome, Sherry. How long have you been making origami for? When did you start getting into that? I have an origami kit. And it came with like, you can make your own like hamburger and French fry thing. And I got it like years ago, and it's just been sitting in a drawer somewhere because I tried to figure it out and I couldn't. So it's just been sitting, like collecting dust. But maybe one of these days I'll have to try it again because it's been a while since I've tried origami. But yeah, I can show you my crane real quick. It's just sitting right here. This is my little origami crane that a friend gifted me. It's very cute. It just sits on top of my little bookshelf. Oops. But yeah, I think origami is super neat. Ashbury Park. Oh, okay. I've never heard of that place before. Is there a little fat like water and stuff there, or what draws you to Ashbury Park? I'm curious. And yeah, thank you everyone for being here and taking time out of your day to come and hang out with me and watch me do my thing. So if anybody is wanting to make their own glitch effect painting, I'm going to be making a tutorial for it coming out on Tuesday. We haven't quite gotten to the glitch part yet. It's looking pretty trippy, but it's going to look even more trippy by the time I'm through with this. I was really hoping I wouldn't have to do 2 coats of black on these little shapes, but it's looking like that's what's gonna have to happen real quick. Usually I just use like paint pens for outlining and adding detail to pieces. I don't usually use them for filling in large areas like this. But because I want to make sure that my lines stay clean, I figured it would just be easier to use a paint pen to get this done. But yeah, I did start it yesterday on stream. If you don't want to wait for the tutorial coming out on Tuesday, you can rewatch yesterday's live and see how I made this. Yeah, and dedicated space. Oh, very cool. That's awesome that you had relatives that taught you how to do that. What a nice memory to have with your family like that, Sherry. I love that. That's cool. Do you guys think like creativity runs in families? I don't know if I do, but I know that on one of my parents' side of the family, there was a couple of artists. My grandpa and my great aunt were both artists. Those are the only artists that I know of that were in my family. And I actually have a piece of art by both of them in my house, which is like pretty special to me. I wasn't really close with these people, but it's cool to have a piece of their art, like, you know what I mean, in the house, because it's like part of my family history, right? One of the pieces is a pencil drawing of a man sitting in a train. It's like so detailed, like crazy realistic detailed, like he drew each and every little part on the train. It's crazy. And then the one that I have by my great aunt is of a train as well. And you know, I never realized they both had trains in them until I started talking about it. The one by my great aunt is of a train driving through a mountainscape, and there's a bunch of trees and stuff like that around there, which I think is pretty funny because I'm always drawing mountainscapes and landscapes and stuff, so maybe it does run in the family, in the genetics. I don't know. There's a verse. Oh, and it's right on. Oh, very cool. Oh, that's nice, Sherry. You have a place that reminds you of home there. That's nice. I'm glad that you have that area, that space. Hi, Theo. How are you doing today? Welcome in, bud. How's the art going today, Theo? I don't know if you, well, I know you were around yesterday, but my friend Sherry that I was talking about yesterday, she's in the chat. If you want to check out her channel, she does art and all kinds of things. And Theo does too. Theo's an artist as well. So we've got a couple of artists and content creators in the chat. Let's go. Appreciate y'all being here, helping support me as I make my way to monetization. That's one of my biggest goals right now as a content creator, is to be able to monetize my channel. So, you know, that would be freaking amazing. I'm working on my watch hour time right now, so Every person that's in here, the longer that you're in here, even if you don't feel like chatting, I appreciate you. You are helping me reach my goal of monetization, and watching my long form videos is also another way to help support me with my goal. Watching the shorts doesn't go towards the watch time that I need, but doing the live streams, watching the live streams, and watching my long form videos does help me out. So I appreciate your support so much. I've been working my little butt off trying to get this channel going here. I've been on YouTube since December of 2023, and I just started doing live streams in December, which has been a lot of fun. I love having this like set time to work on my art, and I also get a chance to socialize with people because I'm by myself a lot, besides my 3 little dogs, so it's nice for me to be able to get on here and chat with people because I'm a pretty social person. I don't like large crowds of people, but I do love chatting with people, so yeah. Music, visual quilters, wood. Oh, you do wood carving too? Oh, fun, Sherry. Wood carving is a medium that I've always wanted to try. Are there any mediums that are on your like bucket list of things to try? I'd love to try wood burning, or not wood burning, woodwork, like making furniture and stuff. And I'd like to learn how to do tattooing, and I'd also like to learn how to do glass blowing. So those are my bucket list mediums of things that I want to try out. Surname is me. My family name is Rick. Oh, okay. I got you, Theo. Well, I like your name, Theo. That's a cool name. So do you have any artists in your family, Theo? I know you make art. Does anyone in your family make art? I was kind of discussing about whether people think artists, whether that like being an artist or making art runs in people's family or not. Or is it just something that people pick up as they go? I don't know. I don't know. I decided to do another coat of black on these shapes because they're looking a little ragged. They needed a little touch up. But once I get this done, we're going to move on to the next step of adding some color to this piece. So yeah, this is the glitch effect painting. Yeah, hi everyone. So tomorrow I've only done one so far, but my plan is that every other week I want to do a doodle request stream. So if there's something you would like for me to draw, tomorrow during my live stream, I'm going to take doodle requests and I will doodle whatever you would like for me to draw on stream. I think it's just a really fun thing to be able to do as a community, and you know, I really like doing these random doodles because a lot of the times people give me ideas for doodles that I would have never thought of myself. And it really pushes me out of my comfort zone because some of the things I've had to doodle are just things like that are definitely out of my wheelhouse of trying to draw. So it's always pretty fun, you know. Sculpting, ooh, with stone kinds of material, powder wheel turning. Ooh, that sounds like fun. Have you ever played with like air dry clay before, Sherry? Air dry clay is a really nice clay to work with to get into sculpting, I feel like, because you don't need a kiln. And like with polymer clay, you're supposed to have like a set toaster oven to just use for polymer clay because I guess it lets out toxins. But air dry clay is awesome because it literally will just dry. You just sculpt whatever you want to do, and then in a couple days it dries and you can sand it and paint it however you like. I really like air dry clay. I've made a couple of air dry clay things, and I definitely this summer or spring, I want to do some more work with air dry and stream it. Because I've had a few people request that I do some sculpting on stream, so that'll be happening here within the next couple months or something like that. Your grandparents do? Oh, that's so cool, Theo. So, you know, one of my grandpas was also an artist, and my great aunt. Do you have any of their artwork by chance? Well, it's sounding like just from the chat and from my experience that maybe making art does run in families. This is very satisfying to be filling in these little areas. But that's awesome. Yeah, it's been a pretty good day over here. I've just been busy all morning. The morning just super flew by. Made myself some breakfast. I had some boiled eggs and some hummus for breakfast. That's probably my most favorite breakfast. I eat it like 3 to 4 times a week. I have boiled eggs and hummus. What'd y'all eat for breakfast today? I really like to make vegetable omelets, but on the days that I'm streaming, I try not to eat a very heavy meal, like a big breakfast, like an omelet, because otherwise I get sleepy. So I really only do the veggie omelets on Mondays and Fridays since I'm not streaming those days. But here in the next couple weeks, I might be adding on another stream day. I might start streaming on Fridays too. So we'll see how it goes. But yeah, just a busy little artist over here. I'll be so glad to get this step over with so we can move on. So on these little black areas, I'm going to be adding, no. Let me see something real quick. Got to pull up this thing on my computer so I can see. I do need to paint the areas white too, because the white that's on here right now is just the white of the canvas, and that ain't gonna work. Oh, you know what? I'm actually gonna be adding the colors to the white squares and not on top of the black, so that'll be good. The colors go on the white shapes. But I do need to go over these white shapes a little bit because, yeah, the white right here is just the white of the canvas. And I don't ever use, like, the white of the canvas for the white part of the piece because if I get, like, if I need to touch it up, then I can't do it because it's the white of the canvas. So I usually like to paint them white. So that'll be my next step. And then we're going to add the glitchy part. So right now we're still on the checkerboard part of this whole thing. Muffins or croissants? What are croissants? Is that croissants? Is that what you mean, Theo? What kind of muffins do you like eating? My favorite muffin's definitely blueberry muffin. I love a good blueberry muffin or chocolate chip. But I feel like chocolate chip's more of a dessert than a breakfast. Oops. Try sculpting in media. Yeah, Sherry. The brand of air dry clay I've used is called Sculpty. And I don't know if you have a dollar store near you, but Dollar Tree has some really expanded their their art and crafting supplies like department. Like ever since COVID, there's so much more art supplies there. So they also have like little sculpting tools too there, and they even have air dry clay there from at the Dollar Tree. I've never tried to use the Dollar Tree air dry clay, but yeah, they have all kinds of stuff there. Especially if it's a Dollar Tree that has the Crafters Square section. You can look it up on their website. And just look up Dollar Tree and then you filter it by the Crafters Square. And you can see where the nearest Crafters Square one is to you. Because, yeah, they have a lot of good stuff, honestly. The closest Dollar Tree to me doesn't have the Crafters Square. I have to go probably like 45 minutes away. But I just got these paint pens from Amazon. I love this brand of paint pens, the Artistro brand. I haven't tried any of their other colors, but I really like the white ones. Jasmine rice, vegetable egg scramble, toast. Ooh, that sounds delicious, Sherry. Ooh, yummy. Plan to make a paper cardboard. Ooh, what are you going to make, Theo? Like and subscribe. Let's go. What up, Gio? I'm doing well. How are you today? It's good to see you. I appreciate your hypeness, bud. Wow. So I've gotten these before, probably like 5 or 6 years ago, and they didn't come with these. So they even give you a couple of extra tips for your pens, which is super freaking nice. Because sometimes you still have some paint in the paint pen, but the tip is screwed up on it. But now they give you extras. And these were like $10 for 5. And they like, seriously, the last pack I got was like 4 or 5 years ago. And I just barely used up the last one. Dollar Tree, I bought an 8-ounce acrylic. Yeah, you know what, Sherry? I did a video on Dollar General art supplies not too long ago, and honestly, I was really impressed by their paint even. I tested out their paint. I tested out a couple of different brands of paint pens and brushes and their canvases. I'm trying to think if there was anything else. But yeah, don't sleep on Dollar Tree, y'all. Dollar Tree and Dollar General, they got some art supplies there, man. They're not bad at all. So I need to go over these white areas with my white paint pen now. I kind of wish I had a fatter paint pen. But I don't. I only have these fine tip ones, so we're just going to do it. I used Dollar Store paints when I made... Oh, fun! Oh, that's cool, Sherry. I've made some Christmas ornaments, too. I think I even got some blank ones from the dollar store. Another day, another dollar. Blessed, to be honest. I love that, Gio. You're such a positive person. I appreciate that about you. How was your time at the gym yesterday? Did you have a good workout? This morning I broke my record on the treadmill. So I always like to see like what's the furthest I can go like in 30 minutes. And I did 1.35 miles today in 30 minutes, which is my record. And I've only been using the treadmill since the beginning of January. And so I'm getting faster, and it's cool to actually see progress. I feel like I'm getting a lot stronger, you know? But yeah, I love to work out. It's such a good self-care thing, and it's so good for mentally, not just physically, but also mentally, right? So I just got to get this colored in. I'm wondering if I should just use paint regular paint for this. But I feel like using paint might take me longer than using paint pens, so I'm just going to keep moving forward with this. Metatron, is that the character from the Transformers by chance, Theo? I don't know much about Transformers, but that sounds like a character from Transformers or something. I don't know. But I love how creative you can get, like you've gotten, Sherry, especially, you know, just even using toilet paper cardboard. That's awesome. I love using like random materials to turn random materials into like cute functional things is so much fun. Gosh dang it. My the white paint pen is kind of flickering out white paint onto my black areas, which is not good. I might just switch to using a paintbrush, to be honest. I might be better off doing that. So let's do that. We're going to switch gears, and I'm going to switch to using some paint instead of this paint pen. It might be faster, it might be slower. I don't really know. I'm also, oh, what are you working? What you painting right now, Theo? I love that. You can come and make art with me. We might be on the other side of the world from each other, but we're making art together. That's freaking awesome. I love that. Going back today, leg day is killer. Nice. That's what's up, Gio. Get it, get it, get it. Health is wealth. That's so true. Health is definitely wealth. Because you could be the richest person in the world, but if you don't have your health, you don't have anything at all, right? When I was like, you know, I'm still new to the whole working out thing. I've been on my fitness journey for about a year, a little over a year now. And I honestly wish I would have started it sooner, but you know, it took me a while to get to this point, and I know everything happens for a reason, so it's all good, but I wish I would have started to focus more on health things when I was younger, but you know, I wasn't ever taught any of that stuff, so I've had to teach myself a whole bunch about fitness and working out, but it's something anyone can do, especially with all the tools that we have nowadays, like YouTube. I mean, there are so many videos that you can go online and just watch and do some working out with. So I do the treadmill 2 to 3 times a week, and then I do this body strengthening video 2 to 3 times a week. I switch it, so 1 week I'll do 3 days on the treadmill, then the next week I'll do 3 days of body strengthening. But yeah, I love it. It feels great to be able to move my body. Because for the longest time, there was a huge chunk of my life there where I was on disability and I was very limited physically on what I could do. And so, you know, after some healing my mind, my body got stronger too, which is amazing. It's crazy how much your body and mind really is connected. I don't think most people realize just how strong of a connection that is, but if you can heal your mind, you can heal your body. And probably vice versa, right? Yeah, this is going to be a lot easier than using the paint pen, and then I'm not going to have white splattering everywhere, but I just have to be careful not to get my hand all up in the paint. Thank you, Sherry. I appreciate that. Thank you. It feels great. I'm very thankful to have a healthy, able body that can do the things that I want it to do. You know what I mean? Oh, it's such a blessing. I wish I had just a little bit of a smaller angled brush for this, but This is going to work out great. I'm so excited to be working on this piece and hanging out with y'all today. Thank you for being here. I was thinking earlier today that, whoops, dang it. I really want to like keep this piece just like once I finish it as is. And then I'm thinking about making another one and painting a flower on top of it. Whoops. So I might end up making another one of these pieces just so I have it as a background for a piece instead of just like how it's going to be, you know? Oh, Metatron is... Oh, okay. Is that the angel that has all the eyeballs, Theo? Or is that something else? I learned a lot from you, Theo. You might be younger than me, but you still teach me things too. And I think that's awesome, you know? We can all learn from one another no matter our ages. Everybody has different experiences that we can all learn from, you know? Dang it, I keep getting white on the black. I'm going to have to redo some of the black areas again, but that's fine. It's all part of the process here. Ah! It's just kind of awkward because... Can I move this closer, painting? Yes. Oh, I didn't know I could move this so close to me and it'll still be in frame. That'll make it a lot easier. Because I had the piece like kind of far away from me. But if I can get all close to the piece, I can get these areas a little bit easier and not have to worry so much about hitting it in the black area. You're creating with, oh, what kind of things are you making, Sherry? With post, what do you call it? Post consumables? What are you making with that? I have like a whole shoebox full of random things that I've collected over the years that like, I'm like, I can't throw this away because I know there's something like artsy and crafty I can make with it. And, when I was streaming on Twitch, I was thinking about doing this here, but when I was streaming on Twitch, I made this spinny wheel out of cardboard, and I put a whole bunch of random items on the spinny wheel, and I challenged myself that whatever the spinny wheel thing landed on are materials that I had to make something out of. I had to craft something out of it, like. And so I landed on pasta, a broken pair of glasses, twine, yarn, raffia, and an artificial flower, a fake flower. And so I ended up making this little sailboat out of it, which was so much fun. But yeah, I think it's so much fun, like turning random stuff into like things you wouldn't imagine them that they could be, you know? So that's why I always tell people, like, you really don't need fancy art supplies. You don't need a bunch of fancy materials to get creative. I mean, you can literally use whatever you have around the house to get creative with, you know? I'll have to show you the little boat that I made sometime soon. To glean from for free. Yes, Sherry. All connected and loving on each other as, yes, you as the machine. Exactly. I love that. I'm so happy to hear that you are on this journey to doing that. Because I feel like a lot of people, they don't realize maybe that they need to do that, or they just don't care enough to do it. But I think it's really important, you know. But no judgment. Everyone's on their own journey here, you know. But that's really good. I'm proud of you for doing that. I'm painting Unlondon. What's Unlondon from, Theo? A flower. Yeah, I was thinking a daisy. with like a smiley face in the middle of it. And I want to make it look like the daisy is like melting. So the whole piece would be kind of trippy looking, you know. But welcome in, Nicole. How are you doing today? It's good to see you. How's your artsy world going? You make any new plushies or anything lately? Nicole's also an artist. She does not do, she doesn't share her stuff on YouTube, but she crochets and does knitting and stuff like that. How are you doing? What you been making lately? I'm working on a glitch painting, if you're wondering, and anyone just popping in. I'm working on a glitch effect painting today. And this is going to be as part of a tutorial for a video I'm making that's coming out on Tuesday. And I know it kind of looks trippy already, but I haven't even added the glitch effect part to it yet. I've just got to get my bases covered here and get these areas touched up, you know, and then I can move on to adding the glitchy part. But yeah, I'm doing good. How are you, Nicole? You're making a mushroom? Nice! Does it have a little face on it? Or is it just like a little mushy? Is it a plushie, or what you making with what's your mushroom gonna be? That's definitely another medium I would love to learn how to do, is crocheting. I would love to be able to make blankets and plushies. And there's these really cool shoes that I saw on Pinterest that someone had crocheted. These little skull shoes, like house slippers, and they're so freaking cute. I'm like, man, I wish I knew how to crochet so I could make myself some of those. But I'm so happy to hear that I can inspire you, Sherry, because you've really inspired me. I love it. I love it. So if you guys haven't yet, please check out Ha Creative Mystics. She is an artist and just all-around creative person, sharing her art on YouTube. Theo is also an artist here on YouTube. And in a couple weeks, me and Sherry, aka Ha Creative Mystics, are going to be doing an interview, like a podcast style interview thingy, for her channel. And I'm very excited and thankful that she offered me this opportunity. So I'm going to be doing that. And then, of course, I'll be sharing the links and everything with you guys so you can go check it out and see what I have to say about artsy things and just life in general, you know. I know mostly on my page I mostly talk about art, but I think we're going to talk a little bit about art and about life, maybe, is what I'm thinking. But yeah, y'all, while I remember, if you haven't yet, pretty please go check out my video, my long form video I made yesterday. I had the brand, an art brand called Hippie Crafter, send me some art supplies, and I did my very first unboxing video. So if you could go watch that video, give it a view and a thumbs up, it would really help me out. And I'm going to be doing a product review on the things that they sent me. But yesterday's video is just like an unboxing video. So please check it out if you haven't. I would really appreciate your support. It's a story about a replica of London. One cleaner that was built to... Oh, wow, Theo. It's an apocalyptic kind of story, huh? Is that from like a video game or something? I like to play Fallout 76 sometimes, and that's all about, you know, post-apocalyptic. I don't know why that word just is hard for me to say sometimes. But yeah, that's cool. It's very interesting. So you're painting the Un-London? So you're painting this whole like cityscape or something? A plushie with a face? Oh, that's cute. I'm also making a clay. Oh, very nice, Nicole. What kind of clay are you using for your clay mushroom? We were just talking about clay a little while ago. What kind of clay do you like to use? There's I might have told you already about this chick, but I'll put her name in the chat. And her name is Naomi Cartoons or Naomi Cartoon. She's on Instagram, and she makes plushies and stuff like that of different people. Like she made one of Tupac. She made all of the characters from Bob's Burgers. She does a lot of really cute like crocheted things, and I just seriously love her content. She's my most favorite crocheter content creator to watch. Oops. She's so hilarious with her videos. I just love watching how creative people can get with the videos that they make, you know? Oh, teabag envelopes. Ooh, that's cool. Favorite watercolors for holding. Oh, I love that, Sherry. I do the exact same kind of thing. I love that. There was like a moment in time where I was like hoarding like jars, like because you can do so much with glass jars, you know, like mason jars. And so anytime like I got a jar of spaghetti sauce or whatever, like I would just keep the jar because I'm like, there's something I can make with this. But it got to a point where I had like way too many jars, so I had to throw some away. But yeah, I even have like a tea box up here in my art studio because it was like such a pretty like tea box, like just like a paper, you know, a cardboard one. But I'm like, it's so pretty. There must be something I can make with it. So I collect a bunch of random things like that too, Sherry. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm so happy about that too, Sherry. It's so awesome, like, and just the timing of it is just like amazing, you know? Because I feel like, yeah, I've definitely been on a healing journey, and it's cool to be able to kind of share that story with you, you know? Which dog is it now? Jack? Jack's coming to bug me. What are you doing, buddy? You already got a TRAT right before stream. I gave them their little snack, and I let them out to the bathroom. But old Jack boy's in here bugging me. He loves to harass his mom. Yes, he does. My little terrierist. What do you want? Just some attention or what, buddy? I don't know if you can hear his little nails clicking in here. And he's whining at me. I know he doesn't want anything, or he doesn't need anything. He might just want attention. Go have your afternoon nap, and when you wake up, you'll have another snack, buddy. Modeling clay. Oh, okay, nice. So how do you dry that, Nicole? Do you have to dry it in like a toaster oven, or does it just dry like from just sitting out, or how does modeling clay work? I've used air dry clay, and I've used like regular clay, but I've never used modeling clay or polymer clay. Those are two that I haven't used yet. But I love air dry clay. It's really cool that you don't need a kiln or any fancy, you know, ways to dry it. Oh, okay, I got you, Theo. So you pull a lot of inspiration not only from history, but from different games too, huh? I used to play a lot of Red Dead and Red Dead Redemption 2 online. And that game is so pretty. It's literally like the prettiest game I've ever played. And there was like some times like where there was some like really beautiful sunsets in the game. And I'm like, maybe I should paint that. I think I have a couple of screenshots in my phone from taking pictures of the game, so I get it. It's cool that you can, you know, get inspiration even from a game, you know. We're about halfway there now on covering these areas with some white paint. And if I need to move the canvas or anything, if it's out of frame, just please let me know in the chat. Because this video is going to be part of a tutorial, so I need to make sure you can see everything, not just on the live stream, but for this tutorial video I'm making. You have a glass jar collection. Oh, I love it, Sherry. That's awesome. Yeah, we were going to move to Florida like in 2023. We didn't end up moving, of course, but we were going to move, and so I started packing up everything. And that's when I got rid of a bunch of my glass jars, because I'm like, there's no way I'm going to lug these all the way across the country. But I still have some glass jars, just not a crazy amount like I did before. I had there's too many of them, to be honest. My hubs is like, you need to get rid of some of these. Like, you're right. Got a little piece of hair in this paint somehow. But yeah, what's everybody up to today? Anyone got any fun plans for Valentine's Day? I can't believe it. We're already about to be like, we're already in mid-February. It's freaking insane how quickly the time has been going, man. Especially like, I stay busy, really busy all day long. I don't usually stop working on my stuff till 5, 6:30. And I really only stop to take breaks to eat my food. But all day long I'm working on planning out my content and making content and working on my socials, and I've been working on trying to get my print-on-demand site going. It just takes so long because literally I have to resize all of my art, pictures of my art, to like various sizes to upload it to this website. And it's just like so tedious and time consuming, but I've been slowly working on that. So if you want to eventually get some prints of my art or get my art on some clothing or cups or whatever, I'm going to have a shop for that too. But it's just taking me a while to get through it all, you know? I keep getting white on the black part. Ah, that's fine. Upside down London skyline and 2 Bobby stand right now up. Oh, that's cool, Theo. Are you going to share it on your page, on your YouTube? Do you all share like every piece of art you make? Do you share it on your content, or does anybody have any secret stashes of art that you haven't shared online before? I'm curious. Whoops. I have some pieces I haven't put online because a lot of my art is very bright and happy and cheerful art. But I've done a couple of collages that were pretty dark. Some dark art. I was in my feels when I was making these. So I haven't shared those online just because it's not really my aesthetic that I do. And of course my old art. I mean, I've shared some of my old art on YouTube, like doing the whole glow up videos, which are a lot of fun to make. But there's definitely a whole lot of art that I've made that I will not be putting online because it's just, I know it's part of the journey, but it's just also kind of cringe. I don't want to look at it. But yeah, everybody starts somewhere, right? Getting this painting down, y'all. About halfway there now with this white paint. So how long have you been painting for, Theo? You've been painting a long time? I've been making art pretty much my whole life. And I've been painting now for over 20 years. My first kind of painting I got into was doing watercolor art. And then I moved on to acrylic paint. And I've been using acrylic paint ever since. I love acrylic paint just because it dries so quickly. And I know that's why some people don't like it, but if you need any tips or advice with using acrylic paint, I've made a couple of videos on that, just trying to help some beginners out, or even if you're an experienced painter, I might have some tips in the video that you don't know about. You just finished? Nice! That's awesome! How long did it take you to make that painting, Theo? What's like the average amount it takes you for you to make a piece of art? I mostly work in like larger size pieces, like 16 by 20 is that sweet spot for me. I love working in a 16 by 20 inch size. But it's kind of nice to make smaller pieces like this too sometimes, because I can get that satisfaction of getting a piece done in a day or two instead of like days and days. Like the 16 by 20s take me a while to do, but smaller piece like this definitely doesn't take as long, which is kind of nice, you know? Oh, where's my water? I need a sip here. What up, Dondrell? How's it going? How are you today? Y'all be sure to check out Dondrell Lee Artistry too. He's an awesome artist. Huh, Creative Mystics, you and Dondrell, I know y'all would really enjoy each other's work. I think I mentioned that yesterday, but yeah, this is my friend Sherry that I was telling you about yesterday, Dondrell. She is in the chat. But what are you up to today, Dondrell? You making some art? You hanging out at the beach? What adventures are you getting into today? I love seeing the photos from your like day-to-day life. They're just, I just feel like you're always on some kind of adventure. It looks like so much fun. I'm always at home, so sometimes I have to live vicariously through things that I see online. But I'm a homebody, you know. I don't mind it. I'm always staying busy doing something, so I'm thankful that I have art to keep me company. Love watercolor. Yeah, you like watercolor too? What kind of things do you like to paint with watercolor, Theo? I love to paint like nature scenes, especially with watercolor, you know. 30 minutes and 2 hours. Oh, okay. 2 hours. Okay. That's not bad. What's the longest like time y'all have ever spent on a piece of art? What's the most time you've ever spent on just one piece? For anybody in the chat that makes art, I'm curious. Thanks so much, Dondrell. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm gonna be coming out with a tutorial on Tuesday if you wanna learn how to do your own. There's gonna be a tutorial on Tuesday. I just have to get these white areas covered up, and then I'm gonna add like the whole glitch effect thing. So this isn't even the whole effect yet, but yeah, if anybody out there wants to make your own, I've got a tutorial coming out. Create miles with to create with miles between us in different timelines. Yes, so true, Sherry. Theo's all the way in Germany. I'm all the way in California. You're all the way in Jersey. And we're all hanging out and making art together. Like, how freaking cool is that? I love it. It brings me a lot of joy to be able to share this space with y'all. I'm just catching up on chat. Organize your storage a bit. Now we're like, oh, it's raining there? What? Dang, that's crazy. It is like, it's sunny here today. That's wild. I thought it was always like nice and sunny down there where you're at. Yeah, we've got a nice sunny day. It was a little bit gloomy earlier, but the sun is shining now. I'm very thankful for that. I need the sunshine in my life. You don't put everything on socials? I got you, Sherry. Same here. I haven't posted because oh, you post every 3 days. Okay, that's your schedule. Do y'all hear the dogs clicking? It's Jack. Little Jackson was in here clicking his nails around. He's an old man. Jack's going to be 17 next month. So he's gotten, you know, he's a little bit needier in his old age. But I don't mind. I'm thankful I've had him for so long. You know, I've had him for almost 16 years now. It's the oldest dog I've ever had. And Lucy's going to be 13 this year, and Duke's going to be 12. So I'm running a senior citizen home for dogs at this point. But they're still all full of energy and act like little psychopaths, so yeah. Yeah, how did you come up with the 3-day idea, Theo? It's just practical for you. Oh, okay, I got you. Something like this without the color. Okay, I got you, Donjo. Yeah, it does. It reminds me of that flag that you put up, that flag emote that you put up yesterday, the racing flag. What is it called? Race car flag. But yeah, eventually I'm gonna get these colors added to it. So to do the whole glitch effect, you just add 2 shades of blue on one side and then red and yellow on the other side, just on the edges. And then it'll look like it's like really moving. It's super trippy looking. You like working small and large? Okay, I got you, Sherry. Yeah, it's nice to work small sometimes. I kind of need to do that a little bit more. Because it is satisfying to be able to get a painting done so quickly, you know? Instead of having to spend like a month on it or something. You'll tune in and see it all? Well, thanks, Dondrill. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you, sir. I know you love the black and white. I do. I'm feeling this. I'm feeling this. Nope, the next week will be... Oh my gosh, you're already going to be in the 70s? We're going to be in the 50s next week. So it's going to be definitely warmer than what it was, but no close to being in the 70s yet. That must be nice. That's probably one of the best parts about living in SoCal, huh? Getting to have that nice weather. How do you like SoCal, Dondro? How do you like it compared to Georgia? Was it a big change for you? A big adjustment to move, like, from those two places? I'm curious. I was originally from Sacramento, and so I was in the city, and moving out to the middle of nowhere was definitely a huge adjustment for me. But I love it. Always at home because it's your... Yeah, right, Sherry? Surrounded by all your things and in your own element. In your own vibrations at home, you know? I feel you. I'm always at home too. But my closest friend lives like a couple of hours away from me, so... And I don't really drive like that. So I see her like once a year. She comes up and visits me and hangs out. But besides that, I don't really have any other friends like I really hang out with, you know. So I'm mostly at home a lot by myself with my little doggies, my little mutts. We're getting closer, just 2 more rows to go. Sheesh. Yeah, my dog is 199. He's an old mutt. He sure is. Yeah, 119. Yep. Yep. He's an old man. I call him great grandpa, and then I call Duke grandpa and Lucy's grandma. But man, like Jack, he's starting to kind of like lose his eyesight and his hearing and stuff. And like back in December, he went totally psycho. Like he was all hyped up. Like he still gets the zoomies at almost 17 years old. And he freaking leaped off the very top step. Like we have very steep steps in the house. And he jumped from the very top step and landed like 4 or 5 steps down, and then he like rolled to the bottom of the stairs. Thank God he was okay. But now I have to super watch him around the stairs because I'm worried he's going to do it again. But thank goodness he was okay. But he's still a little psycho. He wasn't limping or anything. He didn't get hurt at all, thank God. But yeah, he's still a psychopath. He's the only dog that really still gets the zoomies out of all 3 of them, and he's the oldest one, which is so funny. So 25 degrees Celsius. Oh, 20 degrees Celsius. Sheesh. Oh, wow. You have a piece you've been working on for 3 years, Sherry? Oh, my goodness. Is that piece that you showed me with the trees? Or is this a different piece you're talking about? The longest time I ever spent on one piece was like over 100 hours. And it was the largest piece I've ever done on canvas. And it was this abstract like mountain piece that I did, a painting. And I outlined everything in white. And honestly, that was the part that took so long to do, was just having to outline everything in white, because I had to do so many layers of white on there to get a nice solid coat. There's Jack again. Yeah, there's the flag emote I'm talking about, Theo. You used to live in Germany in the 80s? I did not know that, Sherry. What brought you out to Germany? What made you move over there? Did you like it? That is too cool. I did not know that about you. Love to Jack, Lucy, and Duke. Oh, thank you, Sherry. I will be sure to let them know you said that. Yeah, Jack's bugging out right now. I don't know what his deal is. He's just being a whiny butt. Yeah, he had his Air Bud moment, that's for sure, Dondro. I was like at the very top of the stairs too. Like I couldn't move like fast enough to help him, you know what I mean? And I'm like, it was just all slow motion, him leaping off, and I'm like, Jack, no. But thank goodness he was all right. He's like the most like, he's the craziest dog I've ever had. He's tried to take himself out like multiple times. Like, he's a little psycho. But I got Jack because like he's the first dog I ever had that was just my own. And I always wanted like a Wishbone dog. I always loved watching Wishbone growing up. And so I was like, I don't know, ever since I was a kid, I always wanted a Wishbone dog. So when I saw Jack, I was like, yep, there's my Wishbone dog. And he sure is just as naughty as Wishbone was, going on his little adventures. Do you have any pets, Dondro? Theo, do you have a pet? Thank you all for hanging out and being here today. I'm having so much fun hanging out and chatting and getting this piece done. I wasn't really thinking like this step was going to take me as long as it has, but I'm just about done, and then I have to touch up some of the black areas again because I had some white paint splatter on them, which will give time for this white paint to dry because I'm going to be adding some colors to this part. But yeah, this was like super easy to make. It was a little bit time consuming because I had to draw out a grid, but once the measuring and the line work was done, it hasn't taken too long, to be honest. This is the first time I've ever tried to paint a checkerboard sort of design like this. Kind of reminds me of those Vans slip-ons. That used to be the only shoe I would wear, with those Vans slip-ons. I love Vans. I don't wear the slip-ons really anymore, but I did to my prom. I wore some Vans to my prom. Hey Hunter Harvey, how's it going? Hunter, you gotta stop spamming chat. I don't want to have to time you out again, bro. Please don't spam chat. Here's your warning, or I'm going to have to time you out. I'm not trying to be mean or anything. It just makes it hard for me to read chat. You don't have any pets, Theo? No pets, Donjel? Okay, I gotcha. I gotcha. If you guys could have any kind of pet, like any sort of pet, what kind of pet would you want to have? I would maybe want like a ferret. I think ferrets are so cute. I know not all states are like allowed to. You can't have a ferret in all states, but I wouldn't mind having a pet ferret. I think they're super cute. Okay, so we're done with that step. Now I just need to go over a couple of these little black squares once more. Then we're finally going to get to the last part of this piece. But yeah, if you're watching, please give this video a thumbs up. It really helps the girl out. Need to touch up this area a little bit more. Do you have any pieces that you're working on right now, Dondrell? What's the longest piece you've ever, most amount of time you've ever spent working on a piece? And what are you working on today, Sherry? Are you still working on some origami? Trying to be very careful because I do not want to have to try to repaint the white areas again. All right, Theo, have a good night. Take it easy. Thanks for stopping in and hanging out with me today. I hope you get some good sleep. I know it's late for you where you're at. But yeah, take it easy, Theo. Maybe I'll see you tomorrow for the doodle request stream. What's up, DeLuke? How you doing today? Welcome in. Nice to see ya. I hope you're having a good day so far. I would have a griffin as a pet. Is that like a miniature dragon? Is that what that is? Longest time, not sure. I'm the opposite. Create fast, constantly. I love that, Dondrell. That's awesome. I wish I could do that. All of my art takes forever. I need to work on some more like spontaneous pieces, more like maybe like, you know, try to get some inspiration from you and do some fast pieces. I really love how all of your art comes with a message though, you know? It's awesome. Do 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 do. So does anybody else, like any of my artist friends out there, do y'all like ever deal with like with having like crazy vivid dreams? Is that like an artist thing or is that just a me thing? Because man, I have the craziest dreams every night. And they're the most random dreams. Like last night I had a dream I moved into this old house. And it was from like the 40s or 30s. And it was like filled with this old lady's stuff. And like I can see the house perfect, like just see, I can envision the house right now. It was a cool old house with wooden shingles for the on the roof. And it was just so random. I'm like, brain, why do you come up with this stuff? Where does this stuff come from? Maybe that's something I'm gonna have to look up. Where do dreams come from? Oh yeah, Sherry, wouldn't that be amazing to have a pet that wouldn't die? I always tell Duke, I'm like, Duke, you have to live forever. You're a kid? Well, no worries. All ages of people are welcome in my chat. But just please don't spam the chat. Everybody's welcome here. I try to keep it as PG as I can. Or as G as I can, whatever it is. We're mostly just always talking about art stuff here. Artsy things for artsy people. I don't know. Can I do that, Dondro? Maybe I'll have to see if I can do that. I never thought about that. Have a good day, Hunter. I'm gonna have to look into that, Dondro. It was never really a thing until just the last couple days. It's all good though. It is all good. It's an excellent test in patience. It's something, you know, patience is a hard thing for me. I really have been focusing a lot of time and energy on cultivating more patience. You know? I always say positive affirmations into my water before I drink them because water, like I heard about the study that they did on water. And to one thing of water, the researchers said like really like negative, horrible things to the water. And to another thing of water, they said a lot of positive words to the water. And these words that they were saying to the water like literally changed the atoms of the water. And so I always say positive affirmations into my water. And one of those affirmations is I am patient. Because I'm really trying to work on my patience. You know what I mean? Especially in this day and age when everything is just like instant gratification. Patience has definitely become a limited thing, I guess, with society, I feel like. But it's definitely something that I'm trying to work on for myself. You know what I mean? Okay, am I done with this yet? No. One more square right here I need to touch up. I just want to make sure I get all these little areas really sharp looking, you know. Even if that means I have to go over it a few times. Square, and I sent you photos now. Oh, cool. Thank you so much, Sherry. I really appreciate that. That's so freaking nice of you. You're making a dinner pasta? Ooh. For Tony, I'm unsure. Oh, okay. Nice. What kind of pasta are you making for Tony? Do you usually make like one thing for him and then one thing for yourself? I love pasta. Especially raviolis, some spinach and cheese raviolis. Num-nums. Those are some num-nums. This little square right here needs to be touched up a little bit. Got a little bit of white in that area. All right, Hunter. You gotta go, bud. I'm sorry. Driving me insane with that. I can't do it. I try to give warnings to people before, like, you know, they're gonna get timed out, and then I will time somebody out. But if they're still doing it, I'm sorry, you're gonna get the boot. I don't have the energy, man. I just don't have the energy. What are you eating today for your meals, Dondrill? Have you gone down to the Egg Slut lately? I love the name of that place. It cracks me up every time I say it. The Egg Slut. There's a restaurant called the Egg Slut in LA, if anybody's not sure what I'm talking about. I had some boiled eggs for my breakfast today, and I don't know what I'm going to eat for lunch. The last few days I had some chicken fajita tacos that I made, but I'm out of my chicken, so I don't know what I'm going to eat for dinner tonight. Sometimes I just like something easy, just like a frozen pizza. I love pizza. I really like the California Pizza Chicken, barbecue chicken one. It's so good. Ooh, my neck just cracked. That was nice. I've got my neck in the most awkward position right now trying to do this piece. Okay. We're getting closer, y'all. We're getting closer. I guess I should have waited to touch up all the black areas till I was done with the white, but you live and you learn, right? I'm just excited to get this piece done. I was thinking maybe I could get it done today on stream, but we will see how it goes. All right. Any other areas I need to touch up? I think this will work. Oh, nope. There's another area. Black and white do look really nice together, huh? Such a nice contrast. Well, I'm just glad my paint pen has survived as long as it has working on this. Because sometimes it's messagings and sometimes the messaging... Oh, okay, Sherry. I didn't know that. Do you ever have, like, repetitive dreams? There was, for a long time there, where I kept, like, dreaming about this house. And it was, like, this old Victorian house. It was white. And it was, like, a haunted house. So it was, like, super scary to be in there. But every time I'd have a dream about this house, I kept seeing, like, different, like, rooms in the house. I never saw all of it at one time. But that's like my most repetitive dream that I've had, is just about this random white house. That was super creepy. I'm glad I haven't dreamed about it a lot lately. But yeah, I have a lot of dreams like every night, and it's so annoying. I just want to sleep. I don't want to have dreams. And sometimes it's just like the most random stuff. I'm like, where did you even get that from, brain? Because I really watch, you know, I try to be careful of the things that I watch. Like, I really only watch comedies and stuff like that. But yeah, like, there was a couple months there when I was having a nightmare every single night. And thank God they've eased up on me. So I haven't been having as many nightmares, which is very nice. Nightmares suck. But yeah, I got to the point where, like, I didn't even want to go to sleep because I'm like, I don't want to have a nightmare, you know? I keep seeing more areas that need a little more touch-up. Yeah, even this piece is a nice test of patience for me, because I really want to move on to the next step, but I can't. I have to complete this one first. There we go. Okay, how about now? I think this is looking pretty crispy. This spot right here, I'm seeing a little messed up part. It's looking a little crispy, y'all. Getting that crispy contrast going. Tony is Farfel with... Ooh, that sounds yummy, Sherry. You don't like to eat pasta, or are you doing gluten-free? Is that... I thought maybe you said something about doing gluten-free earlier. I love that kind of pasta, though. That's probably my favorite pasta. There's little Jack coming back in here to see what I'm doing, I guess. Okay, I think we're ready to move on. We're doing the next step. Are you being nosy, little Jack? Are you being a nosy little dog? Yeah, I bet you are. Okay. We're done with this step. We're moving on to the next step. Thank goodness. So, now I need to do this. Whoops. No, don't do that, all that, computer. What are you doing here? Okay. You have reoccurring dreams too? What kind of reoccurring dreams do you have? All right. So, now this step is done. We're moving on to add the whole blurry, the glitchy part. I usually like to work from left to right, so that way I don't have to worry about like smearing paint everywhere if I worked right to left, you know what I mean? So we're gonna go left to right. So that means I should start painting the left sides, which are the blue part, first. So only the left side, little squigglies, the left edges, is where I'm going to be adding some blue paint. I'm so excited, we're getting there, woohoo! I'm getting some energy again now. Okay, so usually I like to use Liquitex Basics paint. That's my most favoriteest paint to use, but I also have these a little cheaper, a little more affordable paints that I like to use sometimes too. And I found, like, back at, like, a couple years ago, I was teaching painting classes, and so I have a bunch of these Craft Smart paints. which, hey, there's nothing wrong with them. They work great. And I had the perfect shade of blue for this step, so I'm just going to use some Craft Smart paint for this step. I have to see what is the furthest way I can move this down here. Okay. So I need to add the dark blue and then the light blue. All right. Has been interesting. Oh, really? Okay. That's interesting, Sherry. So you always really pay attention to your dreams, huh? I'm curious what you think about why the reason someone would have bad dreams. Is it their subconscious trying to give them a specific kind of message? Or what do you think? So this blue, darker blue goes on the inside corner. I'm like so paranoid I'm gonna mess this up. But I got this. I got this. Just a thin little blue line here. Sometimes I can't recall dreams when I try to journal. Oh, okay. When I can, you try to... Oh, you journal them, huh? I've thought about maybe doing like a dream journal. So I can maybe like figure out what... Is there a reoccurring theme going on? You know what I mean? This is a great blue for this. I'm happy I found this blue in my paint stash. Probably have to do 2 coats of this blue, but that's fine. Yeah, I really want to redo this piece and then paint like a trippy looking daisy on it. That has like a melting sort of daisy. I don't know if anyone's ever played the game Cuphead, but there's like this big daisy in that game, and I kind of want to do something like with that vibe to it, you know? I like pasta. I cook a oh, okay, I gotcha. A brown rice pasta. I've never had that before. I do love pasta. So you don't know what you're gonna make for yourself either, huh? I don't know what I'm gonna have for dinner. I'm thinking maybe just something easy, because I still have a lot of things, a lot of work that I want to get done today. So I might just throw in a little pizza and continue working on my Amazon storefront, trying to get that done so I can move on to the print on demand site. But yeah, I kind of shopped around trying to figure out which print on demand site would be best for me. And I found Spod. So I'm going to try them out. And so with Spod, it's like if someone puts in an order, you have to like manually like... So Spod is the print on demand thing, and then you have another shop. I can't remember the one that I'm going to use. It's a free one, but Shopify is a really popular one. But once I get to the point where I'm making enough sales, like then I'll probably sign up for Shopify, and I won't have to do everything manually. It will just like, if I get an order, it'll automatically send it from the Spod site or whatever. But I'm not quite there yet, so I'm just going to do the manual thing, which is one thing I do like about Redbubble, but Redbubble has seriously raised their prices, and I didn't feel like raising my prices too to match. So I found a whole nother website to try to use and see how that goes. Have you ever used a print-on-demand website before? I got a sweatshirt with one of my paintings on there from Redbubble. And it was pretty good quality, so we'll see. Hopefully Spod will be a good one. I read like a bunch of reviews and watched some reviews on YouTube, and everyone was saying their quality is really good and they have pretty consistent quality, and the colors and everything are pretty good, so I figured I'd give it a shot, you know? Do. I wish I could listen to some music right now. I love listening to music while I'm painting. Do you ever listen to music or while you're working, or do you mostly like to work with your own thoughts? This is pretty satisfying. It's so relaxing to paint, isn't it? It's like, I don't know, one of the few times in life where my brain is just on silent mode. You know what? I forgot to do these little shapes too, but I guess we'll just go every other line, and then I'll go back and add the blue line to those two. There we go. Yeah, it's always nice to listen to music or watch some TV. I like to watch American Dad sometimes while I'm working on art. Yeah, that's awesome that you have a dream journal. I really need to start one of those. Because, yeah, maybe once you, like, write them all down and put it together, it'll, like, make a whole story that makes sense, you know? Instead of just bits and pieces. All things in my day. Oh, okay, in one journal. Okay. That's awesome. I loved that page that you shared with me from your journal. Such a pretty and just like, I think it's cool that you like to capture your various emotions with a journal, you know? And then in turn your art. It's very inspiring. Whoops. That's too much paint. I really want a cookie right now. Get myself a little sugar rush. But I actually had a lot of energy today, which was nice. I was kind of dragging yesterday, but I finally figured out that I have to go to bed by 8:30 since I wake up at 5 every day. Otherwise, I'm just dragging all day, and I hate that feeling so much. I'd rather just go to sleep early. Are you a night owl, Sherry, or do you stay up late usually? I know a lot of artists are night owls. I used to be more of a night owl until I started waking up so early in the morning. Now I'm like, nope. But Friday, Saturday, I stay up pretty late on those days. How do you like to wind down from the day? Work on art? Or what's some of your ways that you like to wind down? I like to play video games to wind down from the day. It's usually one of the first things I do when I'm done with all my stuff for the day. I'll just get on and just play for like an hour or so, or watch some TV. Just kind of give my brain a rest. Because resting really is so important, especially as a creative, you know? Because you need that rest time for you know, to come up with the good ideas. Like, some of my best ideas come when I'm just doing like the most random stuff. And I'm just resting and not sitting there trying to think about an idea. I feel like those spontaneous ideas are always some of the best ones. The other day, I've been trying to think of like some fun like ways to do intros on my long form videos instead of, you know, my normal like sitting in my chair and introducing myself. I've been trying to think of different ways that I can do my intros to kind of stand out a little bit more, you know? So I've been thinking of some really fun intros. Like, I have a Bob Ross wig and beard. And so one of my next videos I make, I'm going to be wearing that, and I'm going to be talking like Bob Ross for one of my intros. Like, just random stuff like that, you know? Oh, you like American Dad too, Sherry? Isn't it hilarious? I love it so much. Like, I was never really into like cartoon shows very much, or animated shows, until recently. Like, I don't know what made me start watching American Dad, but now I can't get enough of it. It's so funny. I love Roger. I really want to do a piece of art of Roger. Maybe with some, not just painting him gray, but doing some like crazy fun neon colors to paint him in, you know? But yeah, Roger's great. He's so funny. Okay, so then I need to do some blue on this side too. Maybe I'll flip this around. Wait, I don't want to do that because then I might get confused. So I'm doing blue on the left-hand side. Okay. No, that's going to confuse me. I have to keep it like this. Never mind. Helps the dreams to... Yeah, to unclog your brain. Totally, Sherry. That's why I love doing journaling when I first wake up in the morning. It totally just clears my brain out so I can, like, focus the rest of the day and not have just that constant chatter of just random thoughts, you know? So yeah, every morning I do 20 minutes. I set a timer and do 20 minutes writing in the journal. Sometimes I don't know what to say and I'll literally just write that, like, I don't know what to say right now. And then some other random thought will come to mind, and I will just keep on going until I reach my 20 minutes. But I just finished this audiobook this morning. It was about maybe like a 6-hour audiobook. And it was called The Subtle Art of Not Giving an F. And it was a really good book, honestly. It was like, it really helped just kind of give me a different perspective on a lot of things. And yeah, just this past year, I've really got into like listening to audiobooks and just kind of like learning more. You might like this one. It's called The Untethered Soul. I loved that book. I might listen to it again. But it was so much to learn from that one. You stay up sometimes till past 2 a.m.? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, you were up late. You like to work on your art at nighttime? Or what do you do when you're staying up that late? Yeah, Friday and Saturday I'll stay up till like 11 or so. But I love sleeping. I love my sleep. There was a time where I was taking a nap every day, but I stopped doing that because I felt like I was just wasting too much time. Like, Humans already spend a lot of time of their life sleeping, and I'm like, okay, I've had enough of that. Time to get more productive, you know? But yeah, if I stayed up that late, I would definitely need a nap. Whew. You like, what kind of stuff do you like to watch on TV? I've been watched mostly American Dad, and I just started watching this other show called Dead to Me. It's on Netflix, and it has Christina Applegate in it. And it's been a pretty good show because it's just one of those shows, it's like you have no idea where it's going. But it's about this lady who, her husband gets hit. He gets hit by like a hit and run thing, and he dies. And she meets this lady at this grief group or whatever. And I don't want to ruin it for you, but it's crazy. It's a crazy show. You just don't know where it's going the whole time. Like, it just has me on the edge of my seat. Like, where is this going? What is going to happen, you know? It's kind of more of like a heavier show, I guess you could say. But it's very suspenseful. So that's why I really like it. But yeah, I'm so glad that you're here. I appreciate you taking time out of your day to come and hang out and make art with me. I can't wait to look into that Canva website builder thing. Hopefully in the next couple weeks I'll be able to get to that. I've just been working on so many different things. But yeah, today I'm focusing on my Amazon store. Trying to get that finished up. And then I'll eventually have to go back to some of my older videos and then add the links to my Amazon shop to those. There's always something to do, that's for sure. I've been working on this really fun project. It's going to come out on Sunday. But it's a do-it-yourself on how to make your own art studio sign. So I had this wooden paint palette that I was never going to use because I have other paint palettes to use. And so I used my Cricut, but if you don't have a Cricut, you can always freehand it or use a stencil. And I put Yaz's Art Studio on there with some vinyl, and then I made some fake paint blobs using spackle and acrylic paint, and I'm going to glue them onto the palette so it'll look like an actual paint palette. And I'm going to hang it in my art studio. I might even add some lights to it if I'm feeling fancy. I don't know yet. But yeah, it's super easy. It should be like pretty easy and fun thing for people to do, you know? I just love coming up with different tutorials, especially crafting ones. They're so much fun. But I really want to make a video, some more videos on acrylic painting. Like how to blend acrylic paint, because blending acrylic paint seems to be a hot topic for people, especially beginners. So I was kind of thinking about making something like that. Okay, where am I at now? Over here. This step's definitely going a lot faster than any other steps did. But I'm so glad that I got the chance to make this piece. It's been so much fun. Oh, you've seen Dead to Me? Isn't it so good? Did you watch the whole thing? I'm only on the first season of it. It's been like so suspenseful. I'm like, what is gonna happen? But I just got to the episode where that little girl came to the house and dropped off the light cover from the car. And so they figured out it's from a Mustang. And then Judy found out that they had that and she started puking. And that was the last episode I watched. It is kind of a heavier, darker show. I mostly like to watch comedies, but it was pretty good. It's been pretty good. I just really like Christina Applegate. I really liked her in that movie, Family Vacation. The spinoff from the Griswolds movie. That was so funny. She was so good in that movie. What's up, Jack? What's up, Jack? Why are you crying, buddy? You being a crybaby? I guess he just wants some attention. To watch any Anthony. What is that? Is that the guy who travels everywhere, Sherry? Anthony Bourdain? Is that the guy with the white hair that travels everywhere and stuff? Or is that a different guy? I know I've heard that name before. But yeah, I usually do streams for like 2 hours at a time. Just because it takes a lot of energy to do it for me. Like, just because it's a lot of talking. I don't usually talk this much. So, it does take a lot of energy for me to do it. But I really enjoy it. But I usually go for about 2 hours. I was really thinking I would get further on this painting today than I have. But that's just the way it's been going. How's your origami going? You still doing that, or are you working on something else now? All of a sudden I have pink paint on here somehow. Where did you come from? Little pink chips. Okay, I'm right here. So eventually I'm going to be painting a lighter blue line right next to this dark blue line. And then I will have to start the other side, which will have yellow and red on there. I thought I would get this painting done today, but I don't think that's going to happen because I still have quite a bit of ways to go, especially because I'm going to have to do 2 layers of this blue. I'm getting kind of hungry. I'm getting a little bit hungry now. I usually have my late dinner or late lunch, early dinner pretty around like 3 or 4. I don't like to eat when it gets too late. I like to have an early dinner. Yeah, I'll probably have some pizza and a salad. It sounds pretty good to me right now. Tomorrow I'm going to have chili. I'm going to make some chili. It should be pretty good. What's up, Jack? I can always tell I'm starting to get hungry when I want to talk about food. I'm like, oh yeah, it's almost time. And it's almost time for the dog's afternoon snack. I always give them one around this time of day. Just a little afternoon pick-me-up until it's their dinner time. I know some people just leave their dogs like food out all day long, but if I did that, Jack would probably weigh a whole bunch more. So I have to set out their food. You did see, oh my gosh. I'm so curious what's going to happen in it. Christina Applegate's such a good actress, huh? So are you thinking about doing live streams, Sherry, on YouTube? I did live streaming on Twitch for about a year, art streaming. And then I took a couple years off. I didn't really do any art for a couple years. And then I just started doing these live streams in December on YouTube. And it's been a lot of fun. I really enjoy it. But yeah, I'm curious if you're wanting to do live streaming, or do you mostly like to have like pre-recorded like content that you put out? Okay, okay, that is the guy that I was thinking of. Takes his location. Oh, that's cool. I've never seen any of his like shows and stuff before, but I love learning about different cultures and especially about their food. I'm gonna have to check him out. Can you hear little Jack's little nails clicking in here? I don't know why he's so whiny today. Whoops, that was probably too much paint. It's fine. Oh, you're gonna make 1,001 birds? Oh my goodness. What are you gonna do with them when you're done? Are you gonna hang them like in your art studio or something? Do you make other stuff out of origami too, or are you mostly like making birds? Oh, Jack, you're just being a whiny butt today. Gotta do another coat of this blue. But yeah, today's a pretty light day for me. I usually have a lot of stuff that I want to get done in a day, but today I'm just focused on getting my storefront done. So it's nice just to have one thing to focus on sometimes, you know? Instead of a million things all at one time. Some of these blues are pretty good. I won't have to go over them again. But I'm already kind of seeing the glitch effect going on just with this blue. This is a really nice shade of blue. I like this. I don't usually use a lot of blues in my artwork. Use a lot of aqua and a lot of greens, but never really too much blue for some reason. Red's another color I don't use a lot of in my artwork either. I don't know why. I've just never really been a fan of the color red. But I love orange. I love using orange in my art. That's too much paint. Well, I'm over my 2 hours now at this point, but I just want to get this blue done today. So tomorrow, I'm going to be doing a doodle request stream. So if there is something you would like for me to draw, I'll be doing that live tomorrow. Just something I like to do every other week here. I've only done one so far, but the doodles were a lot of fun, so I'm looking forward to doing that. And then I'll be back on again on Tuesday. Not sure what I'm going to be working on yet. Maybe my tree painting. I've got this tree painting that I'm working on right now, and it kind of reminded me of the tree painting that you showed me that you're working on, Sherry. It's this, I can't fit the whole thing in the screen, but I've got some roots and stuff down in there, kind of like the one that you were working on. When I saw yours, I'm like, oh, that kind of reminds me of the piece that I'm doing right now. You're going to do lives? Nice! That's exciting! Cool. Well, I can't wait to come and watch your lives too. So I think it is, you just have to reach 50 subscribers. I don't know if you have to have a certain number of videos or whatever, but yeah, you'll be there in no time, I'm sure of it. Do you have Instagram too? Or do you just use YouTube mostly, or do you have Facebook? I just joined this new app called Blue Sky last night. I guess it's supposed to be good for artists. I'm like, I really don't need another app to be on, but I figured I'd give it a shot and see how it is, you know? You just never know which app is gonna help you blow up, so figured I might as well see what it's all about. Do. So as I'll be able to. Nice. That's exciting. It's part of my balm right now. What is your balm? What does that mean? Are you going to be, what kind of things are you thinking that you want to live stream? Painting, of course, and maybe origami too, or do you have an idea of what kind of things you want to live stream? I know you also do cooking. When I was live streaming on Twitch, I did a couple of baking streams, which were really fun. So I made a bunch of cookies, and then people in the comments would request whatever kind of like design I should do on the cookies, which was so much fun. One of the most random designs somebody requested was a toilet. So I frosted on a toilet onto a cookie. That was a lot of fun. I really enjoy baking though. I like cooking too, but I mostly enjoy baking. Baking is a lot of fun. Love making cookies and cakes and banana bread. I think I might make some banana bread tomorrow. Maybe some cookies too. Some chocolate chip cookies. But I really like making oatmeal raisin ones too. I think I like oatmeal raisin more. What's up, Nicholas? How's it going? Whoa. Yeah, I'm working on a glitch painting right now, Nicholas. How are you doing today? Are you an artist as well? Appreciate you popping in and saying hi. Are you familiar with what a glitch painting is? If you're not, it's basically, when I'm done with this piece, it's gonna make it look like the whole piece is moving. Like it's actually moving. And so I've been working on this live on stream for, this is my second day now. And I'll probably work on it some more tomorrow. Thank you. Thanks, Sherry. It's a tree from my backyard. It's like right behind my backyard. So like a couple weeks ago I did a live and I did some painting outside, which was so much fun because I used to paint outside a lot. But I haven't recently. But yeah, I did a little painting outside, and so everyone got to see the tree that I was working from. But it's like one of my most favorite things to look at outside is this tree, so I figured I would paint it and add my own little twist to it by making it orange and pink and making the sky green. I just, you know, I love my bright, bold colors. Someone, when I was working on it live, someone said that it reminded them of a Dr. Seuss painting or something. It's called Blue Sky. One word, Blue Sky. But yeah, there's a couple artists that I've seen that are on there. Threads is also a really nice one. I really like Threads a lot. It is made by the same people as Instagram. And honestly, like, I've gotten more Instagram followers. I've gotten Instagram followers from using Threads. And what I really like about Threads, I feel like it's just like way more chill. Like, it's not all about being like aesthetic. It's like you can just post whatever's on your mind, you know? So I feel like it's kind of easier to get to know people on there. Because everybody's not like trying to be all aesthetic. They're just posting like musings from their day-to-day life, you know? But yeah, if you check out Threads, we'll have to follow each other on there. Oh, to calm your nerves. Okay, I gotcha. Yeah, I'm sorry about your kitty cats. That must have been so hard, especially like so close, you know, losing them so close to each other like that. I try not to think about it too much, but I know all my dogs are starting to get older, and I'm like, no, you guys have to live forever. At least live as long as I live. But Duke is like the most like, I've never been like, I don't know. Of course I'm attached to Jack and Lucy, but like me and Duke just have this bond that I've never had with any other dog before. He's just like very emotionally in tune with me, you know what I mean? So I always tell him, you have to live forever, buddy. He's my best little buddy. I call him the golden boy because he's always such a good dog, and he's, you know, he's golden color. But he always does what he's supposed to do without even being told, and he's just very polite, you know, which might sound funny about a dog, but he is. He's very polite. Jack's a little psychopath. And Lucy's a good girl. She likes to yap a lot, but that's just how they communicate, right? It's the Chihuahua in her. She's a rat terrier, so she's half Chihuahua, half terrier. Jack's a Jack Russell, and I named him after Captain Jack Sparrow because I loved, you know, at one point in my life I was so obsessed with pirates. So I named him Captain Jack Sparrow. And Lucy, I don't know where I got her name from. I just decided to call her Lucy. And Duke came from the pound. His name was already Duke, and we just never changed his name. So he's been a Duke his whole life. But I got Duke when he was like 8 weeks old. I got Jack when he was a year old. And I got Lucy when she was 6 weeks old, so we've all been together for a long time. Does your tree... Oh, you know, I never thought about having a name for it, Sherry. I'm going to have to think of a name for my tree. I like that idea. Yeah, I started that painting back in 2019. And it sat for a while because I did not feel like... There's so many little miniature pine trees in there, and it was driving me crazy to have to paint them all. So the painting sat for a while, and then I finally built up the stamina to finish it or get all the little trees done painting. Threads and Blue Sky. Here, I'll put it in the chat. Blue Sky. Threads is really good though. I'll share my Threads link in the chat if you want to check it out. I haven't added Blue Sky to my link yet, or to my socials yet, but those are all my socials, and my Ko-Fi is on there too if you're curious about that, because I know you're asking about Ko-Fi. Okie dokie. Well, I think I'm about done with this painting for the day. I'm ready to go eat some lunch. I'll probably work on this some more tonight, just touching up the dark blue. And then tomorrow, I'm going to be doing the doodle request stream. And in between doodles, I will be working on this piece. So the next step I'm going to have to do is add some light blue next to the darker blue. And then on the right side, we're going to add red and yellow. So that's kind of the plan for tomorrow, but let me give you a quick look at this piece up close. It does look kind of trippy already, even with just the blue, now that I'm seeing it on screen. Yeah, especially when I go like this. Woo. But there is what I've done so far today. But yeah, the further I move it, I can start to see it a little wavy. But thank you everybody so much for being here. It was so great hanging out with everybody and chatting, and thanks for popping in and being here too, Sherry. I appreciate you. And I can show you Duke real quick. There's little Duke. I can give you a quick little look at my art studio if you want. There's my tree piece. There's some art. These pieces aren't by me. This was from a couple of different artists. These are all from different artists here. And there's my little workspace. There's some more of my art studio. I've got a bunch of boxes in here to clean up. But there's my wall of artsy things, and yeah, my little space. Here's some more stuff. I have a very small art studio, so I have to organize it as much as I can, but I appreciate everyone being here today, and I will be back on again tomorrow at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'm going to be doing a doodle request stream, so if there's a doodle that you would like to see or request, I'm going to be doing that tomorrow. I'm not sure what kind of tree it is now that I think about it. I'm going to have to look at see what it is. But yeah, y'all, I'm going to call it, and I will be back on again tomorrow, and we will be in touch, Sherry. I'm sure I have some messages I need to respond back to you, but I hope everybody has a great rest of your day. I'll be back on again tomorrow. Maybe I'll see you then. And if you can, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. And I will see you all later. Okay.